Again with the hot spot.
There we go. Now we're live.
Yeah, don't push no. You don't need to see the chat or anything. It'll pop up on the screen. We're working on very limited internet access apparently, guys. We need to let a few people get in here so we can update you on what this is all about. And here you start to come. Hey, Angel, how you doing? The more the merrier. We're gonna try to get several people in here before I start breaking it down for everybody.
Breaking it down?
I'll break it down for you.
Hey.
What's up, Joey? Jack, how you doing? Jerry, I can't see it all. Scott, what's up, everybody?
Benjamin.
Great to see you. Lois, EJ, I can't see it from here. Yeah, I look older and older every day when I have to squint and come to the camera, but she's using her itty bitty phone, her old one.
Well, it's not an old one. It's
older and smaller.
It's the backup. It's the emergency backup phone. So.
Which we only got because
they
police attack us.
Stole my other phone. So.
I'm gonna do this for you. I don't need quite that much. People want to see your pretty face, don't you guys?
I don't know about all that.
Official MissConduct's pretty face. Put a 1 in chat.
He's full of it. Y'all don't have to put a 1 in chat.
I'm sure you do. So yeah, we got 65 people coming here at this point. All right, so let me go ahead and tell you all what we're doing. First of all, I hope that everybody's gone over to my channel from Sunday's premiere and seen the video where Sheriff Jamie Knoll was charged and arrested for racketeering and theft of multiple vehicles. Put a 1 in chat for that if you've seen that. Do you guys know what's going on with the cars? I know you don't know everything that's going on with the cars, but were you aware that the sheriff from Clark County, Indiana, here, the one that runs the agency that did the raid on us, that started our whole channel, he just got arrested and charged for racketeering and theft of multiple vehicles. Now, this video, what we're doing, we're creating a video for my channel right now is what we're doing.
We're having issues with audio.
Oh, are we? I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully it's not causing too much problem. But what we're doing here is there's more to that story, guys, than what's being released so far. And then we're in fear that there's more to it that's not being investigated by the state police.
Yeah.
So we've been in communication with some state police on this that are working on this subject, and there's so much intel that we can give that we've already been giving, but there's a lot involving the car dealership that sells the fleet vehicles to these municipalities and governments in this area. Do you guys know who it is? You guys know who the car dealership is? And then I won't have to say it out loud. If someone knows who the car dealership is that sells all the fleet vehicles to all these agencies, go ahead and throw it into chat there. We're going to test your guys' knowledge. You can hear it fine? Okay. Sometimes it's one person's device, but we don't want to get wrapped up in talking about that.
Just if someone is having actual audio issues, they said to drop out of the live stream and then come back in, and it should fix it. So.
All right, let's not get wrapped up on that. John Jones, that's right. So John Jones is what Carl said, and yes, that is the agency, the car dealership that has been selling vehicles to all these, and I think they're like the #1 fleet vehicle in 33 states fleet vehicle program, which started right here with the small town government, and he's just blown up in 10 years. It's ridiculous, and it's all on your tax money. You know, yeah, he sells some cars, but the dealership is nothing without their fleet vehicle program, and it's all on tax money, really. And that's part of what is going on in the state investigation on Jamie Knoll. They didn't name him. They didn't name John Jones dealership, but it's the dealership that they're doing the buying and selling from. Yep. And it was called racketeering in the charges. Y'all know what racketeering is?
Well, that's something that I just looked up and actually printed out the other day.
Yeah, it's a heck of a charge, and it involves more people. So as the prosecutor said in the public information release, they're still waiting on audits to come back to finalize more charges. So 15 felonies might not be all Jamie himself gets. But I'm more curious, now that Jamie's caught, I'm more curious as to who else they're going to catch doing the same shit. And a lot of it's not the same shit. But when I say same shit for this video, I'm talking about the cars. Stuff going on with the money that's being spent through taxes on the vehicles. There's another YouTube channel, Locals, that have been publishing some amazing information. They're doing a great job digging deep into records and finding some issues with the city of Jeffersonville, guys, which is a whole nother agency. It's in Clark County. But if you're a car dealership and you have learned how to use tax money to make a whole bunch of extra money and do things wrong and buy and sell back and sell and do all this crazy stuff that I can't even say yet on the live. I can't. Legally.
I want a refund. Like, I want a refund, and I would like to be able to just,
get free cars on tax money.
I would use that money and get us all some free cars, and
I
make
bet
some
you
extra
all would
money.
want some free cars, wouldn't you, on tax money?
I think we should all ask for a refund. Like, we didn't get the service we paid for. Refund, please.
But we're learning that Jeffersonville City Police Department, but not just the police department, Jeffersonville has all kinds of questionable stuff going on when it comes to purchasing these cars with John Jones dealership. Big time. Major. Like, very questionable. I'm going to be publishing all of what we know in my video. Well, maybe not all of what we know.
Yeah, you probably
what
should
I
put,
can now
I was gonna say,
in
you
my
can't put all that
video.
in there.
So what her and I are doing is gathering intel and content right now for what we're going to be producing on my channel next. So if you guys wouldn't mind, stick with us. We're going to go over to JPD, which is right around the corner, and see if we can talk to the chief or his assistant, which the chief is Kenny Kavanaugh and his assistant is Scott McVoy. And what they're doing right now, guys, is spending $1.3 million.
No, it's nothing.
But it's not being done
1.3,
legally.
that's nothing. Yeah, it's fine.
$1.3 million, and it's not being done properly.
No. What? It's not being done properly.
Real bad. Worse than just not proper. They're not even allowing the bidding process to take place. So what they're doing is they're splitting every car into individual sales, even though they're doing a $1.3 million singular purchase for, what was it, 18 cars, something like that? Well, nobody really knows exactly how many cars.
Yeah, because I heard that
because
it was 11.
money is missing in the end.
Yep.
Money is missing in the end. So they're not only, the city council has not only been bamboozled by the mayor, which is what it looks like, the mayor and his lawyer, Les Merkley. It has to be them. They have to know what's going on. They have to, right?
Well, I mean, you would think they would have to know what's going on.
They would have. Those are the people. So, like, Scott McVoy knows. Kenny Kavanaugh knows, right? Because that's who's getting the cars, the $1.3 million worth of cars. And then I'm sure that the mayor knows, and I'm sure that the mayor's lawyer knows what's going on, okay? But there are other people. Now, we just had a re-election, just happened. And the Jeffersonville City Council had like 3 people replaced, which is awesome. To the 3 people that got voted out, bye. You were letting Jeffersonville do some shady shit. And we're glad you're gone. Sorry if you're a cool person, but we're glad you're gone out of the council because you knew that they were doing shady shit and you let it happen. So we don't know what's going to happen with this new council, which still has, 2 of the old members. But the president, Matt Owen, who is Jamie's buddy, and was actually one of the few people at court with us at Jamie's trial the other day, looked like he was about to cry, wasn't it? Matt Owen looked like he was getting ready to cry because Jamie was going to jail. What are you, getting rid of somebody? Hang on, guys. Remove. Hang on, guys. Don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Oh, just save it. All right. So, Matt Owen was the Jeffersonville City Council president. He was the sitting city council president for the city. All right. Now, it gets confusing here because you're talking about dirty shit going on with the county, because the sheriff is the county, who was purchasing things under Utica City's name, which is that way. Utica is that way from us. We're in Jeffersonville, and all of this is Clark County. And then the other one that's involved is going to be the city of Jeffersonville. Now, it's all just one little area.
Right.
And it's all been under the control of the same handful. You know how they say there's bad apples? That's what we're talking about. There's been a handful of bad apples who have been in government here.
Only this is a bad bushel basket full of apples.
There's a lot of them. Like, people think there's just a few bad in each agency. No, it's more than that. There's a lot of bads. Just some of them are real bad.
I'm sure Trash Can Larry will end up coming up too.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I might add some of that into this video.
And then somebody asked if John Jones is still a special deputy.
Yes, John Jones is a deputy in minimum 4 sheriff's departments.
Yep.
And he's selling the cars to those 4 sheriff departments, which is a conflict of interest.
Yep.
Now, the state law reads, and I'll break all this down in my video when I do it, but the state law reads that it's a conflict. There's some terminology that they're skating around. It's saying that if it uses the word paid, it doesn't mean only paid, but because it uses the word in a paid position, what they're doing is they're just saying, hey, I'm not going to collect a check, but I'm be in that position with those same powers and authorities. That's what Jones is doing. Jones, oh shit. How'd that happen?
It didn't happen until a car pulled up. Hang on. Hold that, guys.
Well, they can't hear us. And over and over and over with multiple people on multiple different avenues, things that they've been doing. So, 15 charges, most of them revolved around racketeering and theft and ghost employment. That's just a couple of the things we brought out. Was the ghost employment was a big one. That one involved, you remember the story, guys, about David Lowe, the CO that got accused of selling keys to an inmate? A lot of that ghost employment stuff goes back to that, because what they didn't put in the probable cause, which you'll understand completely when you read the PC, is that what they were saying was Jamie was employing people that were supposed to be in the jail elsewhere. So they weren't at the jail. Well, that's what we were talking about when we did all those videos about that instance, about the word I can't say on YouTube that happened in the jail. Can somebody put it in chat so that I don't have to say what it was? That way everybody in here can read what it was. The thing that happened in the jail to 28 women. Yeah. So the reason that happened, we've been saying all along, is because the jail was understaffed so bad. That's what happened. The jail was understaffed real bad, and the staff that was there wasn't worth shit. So, yeah. So, the ghost employment stuff,
yes,
what they're
Tim.
showing in the ghost employment stuff is that people were not in the jail when they were supposed to be. They were out working elsewhere. That's what you see the charges on Jamie. Now, there's more of them, though. You guys remember Russell Garrison? That's a good test for you. Do you remember my video about Russell Garrison? That one's still yet to come out. Like that whole big thing. Rusty Garrison was the former ISP cop that Jamie had driving one of the narcotics vehicles, and he got drunk and wrapped around a telephone pole.
Oh, I remember that.
He had his uniform, Clark County uniform. He was supposed to be working in the jail, and he wasn't.
That's one of the ones that he investigated while I was having to
Shane.
work. Let's see. You want justice?
Read it out loud.
If you want justice, go to a cat house. If you want to get screwed, go to a courthouse.
There you go. That's about right.
I'm sorry. It
The
took
blue
me a
at the
minute. I
bottom.
was like, a cat house.
That's right.
I get it.
We like that one. That's not even a joke. It's just some good pointers. So are you guys ready to go over to JPD with us? Because we don't want to break everything down here.
Yeah.
We're going to save some of it for the videos that I publish on For Public Safety.
Yep.
Put a one in chat if you're ready to go to JPD with us.
Let's go.
You've
say
been there a
hi.
bunch of times, guys. We never know what the hell's going to happen. It's like people with
It's like
bipolar.
it's a bipolar agency, and we don't know if they've had their meds today or not. So let's go see.
Sometimes they put hands on us and freak out and push us out of the building. Sometimes they try to charge us with stupid charges that don't make sense. And sometimes they just greet us and say, "Hey, how y'all doing today?" And it's so weird. It's
I think
all
the
over
most
place.
interesting visit that we've had, though, is where they go and run behind the red line, the painted on red line.
Oh, you're talking about the live PD cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the agency that
Leverett.
did the show Live PD, guys. This is where it all started. Live PD did.
So
Where we're at. Oops.
I'm sure everybody who's been on a live with us at JPD knows that the reception isn't that great. So
Well, we're on my hotspot, so I don't know.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that it's different because I am using Chris's hotspot. But if we do have a moment where, it gets kind of sketchy, yeah, hang tight and I will move to a spot where you get good reception.
The last time we were here, Donovan Herod came here and pressed charges against us, and JPD actually took those charges up and brought them to the prosecutor. All it was for was we called him out for having expired license plates on a city-owned vehicle. The Utica vehicle where they did not update the tags, guys. Think about that for a minute.
Thank you, Shane. Says when exposing a crime is treated as committing a crime, you are ruled by criminals. Yep.
What did they do here? They did something different to the whole... It's a little bit different through here.
Well, it looks like they tore up a piece of concrete.
Now that they're building onto the fire department. Oh, and they did a new parking lot here at JPD. Well, this place looks dead.
Yep.
Looks empty. Did they move everything over to the fire department for now or something?
Very empty.
They've been spending a bunch of money.
I did see a JPD cruiser down at the fire department. Huh.
And they're supposed... Oh, somebody's in there. Oh, she knew it was us and ran away.
Oh. She says, help! They got cameras.
One of the clerks in here, guys, is awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other one's not. She's okay now, but not
She's
really.
getting better.
Yeah, she's gotten better.
Yeah, Joey, they are open until what, 6 here at JPD?
6:30 or something.
Yeah. So
And it's only 4 o'clock our time.
hello. We have plenty of time, so we're good.
And I've already done an intro because we've been working on this video for my channel already. We were at the City Hall first.
Hold tight, guys. Let me flip you. Bye, Lenny.
All right, guys, now we're at the Jeffersonville City Police Department because they're the ones making the deal for the $1.3 million worth of vehicles. Be cool if we could actually talk to Kenny Cavanaugh in here, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it'd be cool. It'd be interesting.
I'd like to know what he's got to say about spending that kind of money the wrong way.
Julia said, don't flip us like that. Oh, flip us. We like that.
Look at what all they've done over there. They bought that property just recently. They've already done that much.
Let me see if I can get this. There you go. You guys see all that over there?
Wow, that's crazy. They built that so fast.
They've been doing a lot of work over there.
Hello, how are you today? Well, they got that done awfully quick, didn't they? All that work they're doing over at the fire department? As what? Safety town. Oh, okay.
Safety town?
Oh, that's cool. All right. I was wondering what they've been doing over there. I just need to get a record.
I don't know what that is.
First, right? I'll try to deal with you today.
Black Hole Sun. They still have that sign up. Oh, wrong way. So, yep.
One of these is for the police and the other is for the...
Flip you guys around.
So what I'm looking into is
Okay.
the vehicle purchase that,
Nope.
that they're doing.
Okay.
The $1.3 million in vehicle purchases. You don't know which form I
Hey,
need to do
Phyllis.
it on?
All right. Oh, wrong way.
This one? This one. Okay. Is Scott McCoy here today?
Safety Town is something the fire department does for kids. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay,
Nice.
because I know they would know, and then I would just ask them. It'd be easier than doing all this. Okay. If either one of them are available, be fine.
So is
Neither
that
one
something
of them?
that's going to be like?
All right. I heard Scott just got back from vacation.
Is this something that's going to be staying? I'm sure.
He told it on the city council meeting. I'm not. I'm not special. I just saw it on TV.
So let's see.
All right. So I'm gonna do a request to ask for.
But yeah, they've got a lot of it done over there. Chris is treating you like a mushroom. How's he doing that, Cliff? You need me to get on to him? Yes, my city. That's what we always do is we request the records. That way we can review them
So I think this one.
at home.
I think that one is for like to view records.
You guys are around.
This is when you do it here. So here's the law department one.
Email us, Tim. My email is MissConduct, CONDUCT 1922 @gmail. So you don't need this one?
I don't think so.
Okay. You guys still getting okay reception?
Let me move this just a little bit that way. Is that better, guys?
What?
I just fixed the
No, you're good.
level that was at.
I was afraid to move it again because last time I had them flipping all the way, like the other way. I don't
These gimbals are awesome, but they will go everywhere.
know how to work it very well.
We
so
were
I
at
figured
the
it was
Department of Child Services in Kentucky doing that records request, and we had just got the gimbals from Odin, and we had downloaded the app to do like the face recognition and follow.
Yep.
So when people were walking around us, the cameras kept going everywhere.
His did. I didn't get to use mine that day.
I had to hold on to it. I was like locked it with my hand. Okay, what is today's date? Do you know? November 15th.
I missed Cliff's response, I think. Oh, Cliff's leaving. Are you leaving Cliff in the dark?
No, I'm not, Cliff. You just got to call again, buddy. We were busy over the last couple weeks. Okay, so the time is 4:15.
Awesome.
Cliff likes to call and get information ahead of everybody on the channel.
He likes to cheat.
Yeah, Cliff, you're cheating, buddy.
He's like, so what's good? Hey,
I
Drew.
think maybe we should take that idea and run with it with a membership on my channel. Like
Special
information ahead of
meetings,
time.
like special meetings. Of course, we would have to vet you, make sure that you're not trying to get intel for the other team.
Or try to mess up the investigation, because that's one thing that we're real careful not to let people do.
Yep. Hey,
We
Timber
actually
Girl.
time our stuff really well to make sure that the information that we put out is after the police already have it all squared away.
Road Dog said to smack you.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why she did that. What's up, Road Dog? Okay, so here's what I'm going to request. All vehicle records
Oh, nice. Hello. So I do have my video for Meade County done. I just have to edit it and throw it up there. I may see if I can get Chris to edit it for me because he does a much better job than I do. But I finished it up last night. Thank you, Julia. So yeah, it took me longer than I had originally anticipated. That's the reason why I don't like to give a deadline. There's always something that comes up. Like I had to get all of our documents ready and organized and get them ready for our attorney here in Indiana. And then of course we've got the other evidence. So it took me a minute. Thank you, Martha. So it took me a minute to get all of that ready and pushed my video back. But it's done, it's just got to be edited.
All right, so here's what I've requested on this is all vehicle records, sales, purchases, costs, etc., including the upcoming / recent $1.3 million purchase / quote unquote lease, because that's what McVoy is trying to trick the people of Jeffersonville into thinking, is that it's a lease. But I happen to know that it couldn't be a lease because they're using the vehicles as collateral in the loan with the bank. So that's not how leases work. The lease would have the collateral with the car dealership.
Yeah, JJ hit the free button.
So yeah, it's a little question. It's all a lot questionable. Let's go back and turn this in, guys.
I was trying to walk away from Chris, that way I wasn't like interrupting his video. That's something, thank you, Cliff, we love you too. That's something that we've been trying to work out, is being able to do a live and let him have content for his video later. So that's just a trial process.
Here, I'll stand over here, that'll block it. Copy it and stamp if you will.
Thank you. So I had a request, it was a while back, and well, it wasn't so much a request, it was more like an email, but I wanted to give a shout out. I think it was Pop and the Munchkins. He watches our channels.
Did you hear what she said that did over there?
Yes, but he watches our channel with kiddos. And that's another reason why I've made sure that we clean up our language, because we're starting to have more and more kiddos.
Thank you. And there's nobody from administration that would answer a few questions? Okay. They let you all by your lonesome.
Am I good now, guys? I seen that I was buffering a while ago.
Okay.
I'm stuck in time.
Either Scotty or Kenny or somebody that knows about the big purchase to just get a hold of me. I'd like to meet up with them and let them explain themselves in person.
Good, Phyllis. I'll be happy to hear from you. I've been worried about you.
Council meetings as well as the public Board of Works meeting to discuss.
Not great. Okay.
So I'd like to talk to them before I do that, because I might just be
thank you,
contacting
Shy
the DOJ and making a criminal complaint about it. It just depends on what they say about this whole thing. All right, thank you. I'll see you later.
All right, guys. So
Come around here.
my joke that I made, it looks like JPD had taken their medication today. But most likely what happened is there wasn't enough people in there to cause a fuss about us being here.
Yeah, they don't like the cameras. I'm going to do a quick outro for the video here, guys.
Here, I'll flip you guys around to save him on
It's
his...
okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, guys, you heard that right. We are looking into filing a criminal complaint with the DOJ over this $1.3 million nefarious car purchase with a person who owns a car company that has been hiding things under the table concerning tax money purchases for a long time now. So you might see a whole lot more on this channel about this subject very soon, because those charges from Indiana State Police just keep coming. So love you guys.
Love you guys.
See you on the next one.
Hiding things under the table? What?
I don't even know if I said that very well. I'll probably need to do a take 2 on that later.
See, where you readjusted this while ago, now I got to figure out how to readjust it again. Hey, Pauline. So, keep your fingers off my equipment, sir. Like, don't touch it. All right.
Well, at the time, you had it facing our chins.
Oh, well, I mean, I was
You wanna
able
put
to
it in
scrunch down and be seen just fine. All right, hold tight, guys. I'm going to switch you over into a different holder while my gimbal here has a Tourette's meltdown. Okay, there we go.
That'll work. That's more better. All
Every time-
right, so yeah, you never know what you're gonna get when you come here to JPD. I wouldn't be surprised if a few cops come rolling in now, because usually when we're here, they send the cavalry. So I'll leave my body cam on my chest.
Did you guys enjoy that spin? Like, I didn't even think about that whenever I shut that off.
It's probably pretty cool from the television
I thought
point of
that
view.
was cool. I would have to watch it again.
Let's see if I can keep my phone up out of the way here.
It's hot up in here.
It is hot. You want to go down the road and talk a little bit?
Hey, Randy.
So, yeah, guys, there's a lot going on here. I mean, a lot going on here. I'm nervous about the ISP working fast enough, because they still haven't charged anybody else, and they should have by now. So, you know, we're not putting down the ISP that are doing this. They're out of Versailles,
Right.
Indiana.
They're not local. They don't see what's going on every day like
We do.
and like our Post 45 does.
And part of the problem with that is that they don't know the players like we do.
yes.
So, you know, that's where we can come in and help them out, because, you know, where they'll see somebody like, I don't know, I'm just naming somebody off the top of my head, Matt Owens, right? Matt Owen.
He's just a random
He
person.
just looks like a little kid, like just a nice little kid. I mean, you wouldn't think that he's one of Jamie's people, and that he, you know, is in all these different activities involving Jamie and the city council president implant at the same time. Thankfully, to the Clark County voters, you all did a good job. You did a good job. Nobody ran against Mike Moore, though. That's an issue. Somebody needs to run against Mike Moore. I got a hell of a lot of dirt on that guy. He is a horrible, horrible mayor and a bad person.
I'll just go buy a house in Jeff and I'll run against him next time. It's fine.
Somebody needs to run against the Jerseyville City mayor bad. But they did a good job clearing house with the Jerseyville City Council.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that every person that was, you know, not the greatest or really, really awesome got put in the right places. What I'm saying is there was a huge shift. 3 out of 5 people were changed. And then Larry, which it's supposed to be Les Merkley, is the city attorney.
Trash
Larry
can Larry.
Wilder, Jamie's attorney, made a statement officially stepping down as the Jeffersonville City attorney.
But he wasn't listed as the attorney.
And yeah, he was at all the meetings
Right,
like
he was
the attorney.
there.
But Les Merkley is the city attorney.
That's what I thought.
Have y'all ever seen a city have 2 city attorneys? One of them on paper and one not?
Or have you ever seen somebody step down from a position that they didn't hold on paper? I mean,
Right. Do I make an announcement when I don't quit a job that was mine?
really, like, I am CEO of blah, 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 and I put in my resignation today. I quit. I stepped
But you don't
down.
really work there. Oh, saying we're getting loading up. All right, we'll go somewhere where we got some reception for a minute.
Yes. Oh, and I'd seen a question, the update on our property. We got our property back from Meade County on the 1st whenever we went to court.
They're probably talking about our saddles and shit.
Oh, that property?
No, we didn't get it back.
We have not got it back yet.
It's
We're going
bad.
to have to go.
I learned 2 of my saddles already got sold.
Yeah.
So, and then we still got to go back to the drawing board too, because apparently they needed some more information that I had,
Right.
but nobody told me to get it to them. Look, there goes one of the new county cars. Scotty bought a bunch of vehicles too. I mean, a bunch of them.
Oh, and Clarksville. There's one in the city. Jeffersonville City. Oh, hi.
He's driving one of the old cars.
Right. Be like, why'd you not get a new car, bub? They don't like you.
Probably a good cop.
Right. Probably one that actually does his job. He says, oh, you follow the rules and no car for you.
No car for you. You're a good cop. We only give brand new cars to bad cops.
We only give new cars to dirty cops.
It's an incentive to work here at JPD under Kenny Kavanaugh. That's too true, actually.
Well, I have said it once before, and I'll say it again. The cleanest thing in Jeffersonville PD is Kenny Kavanaugh's teeth.
Yeah, there's some major issues going on there.
Sorry, you guys are
I don't know
bouncing.
why that's shaking so bad. We're going to go into another parking lot here in just a minute.
Yeah, we're going to
folks.
stop. It's just I didn't want it to sit there, and then our reception is terrible there anyway.
Well, we don't really have a whole lot more to say anyway. It's just nice to
It would be,
come in and hang out with you all.
Maybe seeing if there's any questions that we can answer.
Yeah, we'll do a
And then
little
wrap it
Q&A
up
before
and-
we go.
Saying our boys. I like being able to answer some questions.
I thought you were going to say, I like big butts that I cannot lie.
No. Like, I ain't going to be singing. I like it when people tune in. I don't want them to tune out because I'm singing.
All right, let's go over here to the gas pump for a moment. There are some good cops in Jeff, though.
Catch you later.
There are some good cops in Jeff.
There are.
We've had some good encounters. There's a lot of bad ones in Jeff. And that's what you can expect when you've got a chief that is a bad cop. And that's Kenny Kavanaugh's a bad cop. He's obviously a terrible cop.
Oh, awesome, Julia.
So you're going to get more bad apples.
Blinded by the light.
It kills me saying that, bad apples, because the majority are.
It's a bad bushel.
But you're going to get more of those when you got a bad supervisor or chief, head of staff. Which, same thing with sheriff's departments. That's why Clark County was so bad. And Scott Maples is pretending that it's so much better now. Well, it is. It is better. But he's still got a lot. I mean, he cleaned house. He got rid of a bunch of the bad ones. Because he had to, because they were under investigation. Which, that's the truth. He had to, because they were under investigation.
Awesome.
Scott's trying to act like he did it just because he's a good guy. He did it because he had to, because they were under investigation. That's the truth.
Right.
But yeah, it's better because now that they know they're being watched.
Well, what it was is Scotty was in a game of Pinochle that he was losing, and he's just like, Pinochle, I'll give you what you want.
And he gave them what he wanted to give them too. He didn't give them nowhere near all the shit because he would have been in deeper trouble himself.
Well, he got out of the Pinochle game, and he runs, and he's like, here, you can have this. You can't have this.
Now, what's interesting, guys, is the people that showed up for Jamie in court. You could see you could feel it.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we could feel it. They were some bad people there. Donovan Herod was there.
Yep.
Matt Owen was there. Do y'all remember the lady that, what'd she say? My name is something, and took a swing at me real quick. Well, she didn't full on swing, but she acted like she was going to. She did that. Valerie, no.
No.
Veronica, y'all tell us. What was her name? She ran for city council. Is who that was on a Republican ticket.
Remember her
And
name.
apparently I think she had a DUI recently and got out of it. Like Matt Owen had one too that he got out of. But wait until y'all find out what they covered up for old Donovan Herod. Like the old staff of the Clark County. Wait till you find out what they covered up for Donovan Herod. Melinda, that's it. Yeah, Melinda's like, my name is Melinda.
I looked at her. I was like, that's great.
I wonder if that's what she did while she was running for city council. My name is Melinda.
that was on her sign.
Vote for me. My name is Melinda. Like, who gives a fuck, Melinda?
I seen a question here asking if we still have our horses. We still have a couple of them.
We've sold one all the way.
Yep. And that was my Tango.
Yeah, we had to do that. We had to downsize because it's wintertime coming. They're still at boarding. We don't have any resolution for that in the chute right for now. So yes, we're kind of struggling when it comes to the horses because they cost more through the winter. So
Yeah,
we
'cause-
sold one of them to compensate, which really sucks because we love Tango. But thankfully,
He has a good home. He has a good home, and he's going to have a good job.
well, we're selling them to the people that we still stay in constant contact with.
If you're going to
So-
get gas, please get gas, because I can't
The
handle
sun
that light.
coming
Like,
down
come
on
on,
you.
man.
Well, I was trying to wrap up your video right here. It was
Get
a bad
with the
space
program.
place
Like,
for
I
it.
can't even read the comments.
Talk to everybody.
I can't see if somebody's asking me something. I was able to see that one. He's a mess. Zoe. That's what my car's name is. I named my car Zoe. Tim, if you were close to us, that would be absolutely phenomenal. If we could transport. We love you guys too. Shy, we did have a few people. Spam call. We did have a few people that, came up and apologized and said that they were wrong and that they were sorry for treating us the way that they did. Not as many as I would have liked to have seen. And not that I'm expecting an apology. I would just like for it to be people to make it known, hey, we see what's going on now. Like, I don't even care if anyone apologizes. I could care less about that. That's in the past. But just for someone to say, we see it now. We see, and we'll keep an eye on it. That would be great to hear. But we haven't gotten a lot of that. Which some is better than none. I'm not going to be complaining about that. Oh, so you're close to us. That's pretty cool. One of these days, I would love to be able to travel and get to meet all of you guys. That way I can put an actual face with a person. I think that would be cool.
Well, that sun just chased you right to your face, didn't it?
Yes.
I want to pull over there to the other parking lot. We'll stay in the parking lot here and go that way.
Let's see. Is today court day? No, today is not court.
Well, we did have a court day scheduled for today. It just has to do with our property, which our lawyers already settled, so we didn't actually have to attend court for that today.
Yeah.
We filed it before, so it all got handled.
Gotcha.
Let me see if we can
It
block.
took me a second to get up to speed on that one. I was like, court today? Wait, no.
Yeah, we filed a motion, so that
Yeah.
ended up being handled.
And, I mean, even, we have to wait until we get a new judge because the judge recused. So there was no way, even if we did still have that court hearing, it would have been postponed anyway.
Yeah. So no, we do not have court today.
Yes,
In
Charles.
person.
I was telling them, I would love to be able to travel one of these days and get to meet everybody that's in chat.
Yeah, we'd love to
I
meet and
would
greet.
love to be able to put a face with the people that we get to talk to all the time.
A lot of people are have a misperception of what these channels pay and think that it's enough money for people to travel. Well, I guess if you're, getting the types of views and sub numbers that a channel like Long Island Audit or Lackluster or somebody like that.
No,
No.
man. Sorry.
Sorry, it's not us. Then maybe you could afford to do that on a budget like that. But there are a lot of YouTube channels that don't get those types of views that actually spend a lot of money going different places and traveling, and we don't make enough to do that. Not yet. I mean, if
One of these days, though, I want to get an RV and I want to travel.
we have
Not-
an RV,
No, that is a fifth wheel camper.
no
Like,
way could we afford to do the
I'm
traveling
saying like
though.
an RV that you can just drive, something small.
I don't think we'll be getting another one. She can keep dreaming though, guys.
Hey, nothing wrong with dreaming. I said I would like to one day.
But we would definitely like to travel and meet people. I think more likely though, to be more honest about and real about it, the best way to meet us would just be if you're in the area, let
Yeah.
us know. You know, we'll make it a point to meet you. We have been getting a lot of really nasty, harassing stuff going on, all from the same place. Matter of fact, I think he thinks he's got like an army doing it, but really I think it's just him being relentless. But it's still concerning though, because she has kids. You know, we have like real things going on. The guy's a former, like he actually committed a murder
Yeah.
in the past. So, you know, I mean, I challenge him to meet up with me anytime, any place, so that I can take care of, rid the world of him. I wouldn't have no problem doing that.
He's just a
But-
dirty little weasel.
Yeah, a little 152-pound piece of shit murderer. But it does not make me comfortable thinking about the reality of this guy being obsessed. It's weird, you know, to get a little notoriety on a platform like YouTube, social media platform, and then all of a sudden being attacked and harassed by a person who has, you know, literally killed somebody. It's a weird feeling, guys. Not something that anybody would want. We'd love to meet each and every one of you, though.
Yep.
I'm gonna
If we
smoke.
ever get to go through Florida again, I'll definitely let you know.
I'm sure we'll go back to Florida. I
think
got
I've been
family
to
there.
Florida like 3 times my entire life.
That's the
Maybe
only
2.
place me and hers ever traveled to together. When my uncle died, we had to go down to the southernmost point of Florida there. He was
Yep.
from Key West, but he had moved inland just barely, and Fort Lauderdale. So when we were down there, we took a trip down to Key West, which was only like another 7-hour drive, I think, from where we were. But it was because there were some family members and friends of his from where he lived in Key West that we wanted to go pay some respects to.
Yep.
I got accused of riding a motorcycle down. I didn't ride the motorcycle down to Key West.
No.
We drove my truck.
We couldn't have even rode on that thing together. It was a 1-person seat.
Solo seat.
Yeah. Like
See, guys, the harassment, the
that's
phone,
called too. So
the phone constantly ringing.
Yeah.
What that is, it's a business line, right? It's my business line that I've had for 23
it
years.
used to be your business line.
Yeah, it's no longer. Matter of fact, I'll probably change that number completely. I know I keep saying that, and I'm having a hard time parting with it because I've had that same number for like 26 years. So all my advertising for my business and everything's on it. Now, I don't do residential anymore. I don't do residential construction anymore. So I don't get calls from the advertising. So it's another reason that I should go ahead and get rid of the number. But all of my current clients that I do have is using that number. You know, it's literally on all my merchandise, like my t-shirts and my carpenter pencils and our tape measures and what I give to my employees and stuff for work. You know, like that's the number that's listed as my phone number for the business. And it's always been the business line.
Hello, Jeff.
So it's gotten completely destroyed just by some crazy, obsessed piece of shit.
I don't know if he's more obsessed with you. I feel like he's more obsessed with you.
He gets
just
obsessed with
likes-
me, he gets obsessed with her, and he gets obsessed with the kids. It's really weird. And he's obsessed with her ex-husband.
I think it's not my kids. He is more obsessed with my ex-husband.
Yeah, but he just, I know, I get it, Tiffany. But what I'm saying is that he's full of shit. He's full of hot air. He ain't gonna do nothing but just
I don't
those.
want to keep talking about him, but that's all we're gonna say about that. Somebody asked what county is handling our stolen property.
Well, it's in Floyd's hands, Floyd County's hands.
So it's a
but
neutral.
But where we're at with that is I just got off the phone with the prosecutor about it, and he's wanting to do more. So it's forward progress. I don't want to do anything to.
Right. It's still under investigation, but I felt like we could at least tell you guys what county it was out of. Just nothing really.
Well, for anybody that's from around here, if you're a police officer, because we know we get a lot of good cops that watch the channel, consider going over to Floyd. They truly are short-staffed. Bush is, whether you like him or not as a person, he's doing good things with the agency. They're working directly with us and training. They've been doing things on their own, like making sure that they learn from what's being put out on YouTube. Like they're actively learning about constitutional rights, which is better than most agencies
can say. And they're actually researching, like they're doing the work to research and make sure that the information that they're receiving is correct, and making sure that the changes that they make are correct also, and that's awesome.
You can go into any agency and catch them doing stuff not quite right, black and white, but it's not like that when they're trying. You can still go in there and catch them up on a few things and, be a jerk about it if you wanted to even. But it's not necessary when all you got to do is just talk to the chief and say, hey, man, take a look at this. And the chief says, okay, I will. And then chief does. And then chief sees. And then chief changes, that thing. So, that's what we get out of some of these agencies. There is no point in pushing their buttons whenever all you got to do is talk to them. And they make the changes, which is what we're shooting for. I don't know about other channels, and I support what everybody does. I might not directly support what every single body does on their channels, but I support it as a whole, as a community, entirely, because if you don't have every aspect of that going on, then change is a lot less likely to be made.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are just like assholes about it, for clicks and views, even they are promoting change in a way that good chiefs, good supervisors aren't even mad about. They just go, they're pushy about it, but we're hearing them, so there is nobody that's doing the right thing that thinks that the 1A community is bad.
Right.
The only people that think the 1A community is bad are the ones who don't support constitutional rights. That's it. Because that's what 1A is. First Amendment. And then auditing, well, you could say what we're doing right now in this video was an audit of sorts, because an audit would require you digging into the records, seeing the finances, and then pushing for the thing that's supposed to be done right to be done right. So yes, it's what we're doing right now would probably classify as auditing on this subject, which is $1.3 million expenditure on cars, doing it the wrong way.
That's something important to audit over. Like, you would think that the person that is getting paid by the state would audit on that. Auditor. But, who am I to just say, why are people not doing what they get paid to do?
Oh, wait, we're talking about the government.
Oh, my bad.
Government don't do their jobs, right?
So,
do you have the same
know.
Cigarette keeps going out? This happens every time I smoke in here.
All right, I didn't see any more questions come across there.
Any more Q&A, guys? We more or less had you on here because JPD has a staff full of bipolar people, and you never know. I think if Kenny had been there, it would have went a lot different. Kenny likes to put hands on us. Kenny's the chief, by the way. He likes to put hands on us. He likes to tell his staff to put hands on us.
Chris, you getting back in the Bardstown case?
No, probably not. I'm sorry. I'm not against doing things for the Bardstown case. So if you have information that you want me to push to the investigator, please email it to me, 04publicsafety@gmail.com. But that really wasn't. There's a lot of people covering that. It's got a lot going on. They got a lot of help. And we have realized that there's so much that's not getting much attention in the same vicinity. We're just like, no, we'll let, since they got full staff.
As long as there are plenty of eyes on a situation, we're okay with it, because
we still watch it.
Yeah, we still watch it, but there are a ton of situations out there. And not saying that any of them are as, I guess, severe or as...
It's good. That one, okay, Bardstown is at the finish line on that case.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything that's going to get dug up, and I do mean dug up, which is a hint about what you can expect in a Bardstown case, has been pretty much all figured out. So There's
There we go,
there's
yeah.
really not a whole heck of a lot of work to do there, other than what the mainstream's all over anyway. I mean, they are all over it. Now, there are some officers in that area who have been involved in some other shit that we know
Yeah.
about that is going to tie in, because you do realize, we're out there close to Bardstown at Hardin County. We're out there close to Bardstown, and everything we got going on out there. And I will say this, I'm nowhere near done. We are nowhere near done with what's going on out there in that area.
Julia,
just
did
getting
you
started.
did you gift memberships? If you did, thank you so very much.
Memberships to a channel that doesn't even do the regular content.
I've got a couple videos on there.
She's been working some videos up for you too.
I'm trying really hard.
She
I
just
promise.
hadn't finished either of them. I'm gonna
I'm
help her
getting
work
ready
on
to
that.
go home, and I think I'm going to have him just cut my most recent one for the Meade County. Thank you.
She does a lot of audio, like,
My videos are like majority audio. Like every piece of it I have to put together because it's going to be images of documents or video clips. It's not just a video that I get to cut. It's a video that I create completely from nothing.
what you see when you watch our channel, other than these lives here, is basically just like all the legwork that it takes in documentation and paperwork to find out what we find out that we go and hammer home with in person. So, yeah, that's pretty much the layout.
But yeah, I'm gonna go home and get that. I'll have him edit it for me. Yes, Nunya, absolutely he is. He is a terrible person. So, did Bardstown have some bidders? Let's see. By an ex-boyfriend of several people in a car.
Question again?
It says, didn't Bardstown have some bidders by an ex-boyfriend of several people in a car?
You might be speaking of something I'm not aware of.
If that's something that maybe you should just email us, and
Yeah.
that way we can see if we know.
Well, because we're in contact with investigators on that, and I got no problem passing information
Yeah.
if it's imperative to the case. I'm just specifically not working directly on that case
Thank you for this.
that much anymore. I might end up doing something on it in the future, but right now it wasn't taking off real well, and there was a lot of other people in it, and there was other stuff going on that I thought was more important for our channel to continue to assist people in. But that doesn't mean I don't want to help.
Right.
So if you got helpful information, send it to me, and I'll even research it deeper. If you need me to use the resources that I have, I don't mind doing that at all.
My mind's in the gutter. Okay.
It's my lucky day, guys.
I don't know about that. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to end the live. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to hand my video over and have Chris edit it for me.
And then I got to put together the one that we just got done making. I got a lot of work to do on that too. Don't be mad at me if mine isn't out tomorrow evening like I usually do. It may end up being Friday because of all this stuff being a little bit delayed coming in. But and there's a lot to this one, a lot. It's going to be confusing until I make it simplified for the video, because there's a lot of people looking into a lot of different things, and they made it confusing like that on purpose, I believe, to launder money. Now,
Yeah.
it's when you're uncovering a racketeering scheme, laundering,
It's like untangling your grandma's 5 million balls of yarn and trying to get them right.
yeah, you got to get it all right, and it's hard to do. They do that on purpose. So I've done that though with these cars. I've done that, wouldn't you think? Like I've got this whole car thing
I think
figured
you've
out,
done a really good job with it, yeah.
and now we just need to present it in video fashion where we're at with it right now, because we
Absolutely,
already
Katie.
got Jamie's end of it stuck, but there's so many more involved.
Love you too, Julia.
Lots of government agencies have been playing games with this tax money for the cars.
Yep.
You can thank good old John Jones dealership for making it so easy. So easy. John Jones copyright struck my channel because he don't want me uncovering this. Yep. All right, we're going to say
I see
goodbye.
a lot of people heading out. Yes, we'll go ahead and say goodbye. I will get my video up soon. And until next time.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
See you on the next one.